Lion dancing. A cultural sport that has long been integrated and ingrained into Malaysian context is an important heritage of Malaysia, from a Chinese exclusive sport to a multicultural art. Today, we've invited Master Fong, a very renowned figure in the lion dance world, from Kwan Lock Dragon and Lion Dance Association, to share his experiences, his journeys, his struggles, and the current situations of lion dancing all over Malaysia. What gave you the motivation to start lion dancing? What are your aspirations?
Uh, Actually, I started line dancing at my age of 13 years old. Was introduced by my dad that time, where he was like trying to bring me into the local Chinese community to see the lion dance and to learn the lion dance, because I was very active in sports during my primary school. So he said, why not you pick up lion dance as part of your activity? So I started through introduction by my dad to the Kwan Lock Association at a time, where it's a Chinese community in Sungai Wei, a small village where it only performs every year for Chinese New Year only.
Yeah, when you first decide I want to become a sifu?
At my young age, because when through learning my even Kwan Lock Dragon Lion Dance Association, old days we have one of two old masters that coaches in a very traditional way. But then slowly I developed that, and I know that lion dance can really connect to many parts of the world. So I started to realize that during in 1998, where I traveled with my sifu to San Francisco, where he had his seminar of lion dance. It was the eye-opener for me to see how many Westerners in the United States actually interested in this art, and I thought it's a good thing that actually we can develop in future. So myself, after that, the program, I came back and slowly try to understand and find a proper what they call the structure of coaching that maybe in future I become a sifu. So it takes a long time. Probably I think in 2006 that some of the students in Kwan Lock Dragon Lion Dance start calling me as a sifu.
What do you think lion dancing taught you? Like, is it something your family planned, or is it something you picked up the first time you saw it?
No, the first time I saw it, I can tell you, frankly speaking, I think at the age of 9 or 10, I can't remember that. Yearly, I have a lion dance team visiting my home. My grandfather always had invite lion dance team which always perform at the house. So we have numerous team, about 2 or 3 teams to come perform. And each time when the lion dance into our house, I just run back into the bedroom and lock myself. So it's like, wow, the kind of lion dancing you're seeing now and compared to old days is different, because the lion head is different. It's much more fierce, and they don't have the kind of lambskin fur compared to what we have now. Old days is something like, if you see those guys of old broomstick, they have their head, it's all like spike up. It looks so fierce that when you look at it, you feel like running away. So it slowly develops. I can say that because old days lion dance, you have go through martial arts, you have to do kung fu, very traditional kung fu. So you have to do your chakma, your horse stand, basically for a 1 hour and a half just for the martial art training, and then slowly you take up the lion dance.
Of years of your lion dancing, what did it taught you?
Oh, what it taught me? Wow. Well, it taught me a lot of things. Basically, lion dance. Through lion dance, you learn how to help each other, teamwork, sharing, and in fact, from there you learn a lot. Even you learn to be loyal to the team, to preserve the dance or the move or the things that you need to do, and to be brave enough for the defeat, for any criticism, and you always have also sincerity to learn from others, and we make sure that have a harmonious situation with all different teams, and most of all the manners we learn from the Chinese art that will change me myself. So I always bring these all 11 things that always in my mind, like loyalty, righteousness, perseverance, brave, wisdom, sincerity, harmonious and manners, leadership, helping others and sharing. There's a few key points that actually develop myself to be a better leader, and to be leading and sharing the knowledge to all over the world.
So
Mm.
what do you think about lion dancing in this current generation actually? Is it really dying or actually it's getting better than before?
I would say for the current situation, it's like it's going down. It's going down the slope. It's not as popular as in early 1990s, where a lot of youngsters, I can tell you that a lot of students, especially in high schools, secondary schools, they once they have time, they will spend like joining a line dance team, or try to be part of a line dance team, compared to now, because probably now people are more comfortable with their lifestyle, because they like watching line dance perform, but to be part of the performer, it'll be hard, because some of them just came in and just probably 1 year, and then they just leave, because I think the time to spend, to learn, to practice, and to perform, it takes a lot of time and effort. So I think not many will spend so much time, because again, economically wise, or business wise, or career wise, line dance is not a full-time job yet in Malaysia, and you wouldn't get a high pay salary to do full time. So for the teenage side of point of view, and even university students, I think they'll concentrate on their career more than this this culture of sport line dance. But the changes we can see in these 2 years, where we can see a lot of associations and teams are trying to uh, bring in the younger generations through making a lot of kids competitions, to make them love this lion dance.
Mentioned like a lot of people didn't continue on as a lion dancer or continue a passion just because career-wise it isn't a very good option and it doesn't offer a full-time pay.
Mhm.
So what do you think can be done in order to perhaps resolve this problem?
Well, for this problem, we need to build a very, very good platform. Okay, we are planning to do it. I mean, myself and a few of the younger generation masters, we are planning to push at least lion dance is not just a culture. We have to push it into a sport to become well known in at least in Southeast Asia Games or Olympics. That will change everything. But this is still in the process, because this year we have managed to 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 what they call develop a new rules and regulation, and try to gather the countries to form a world federation, so that we help each other in the sports and in culture development.
Since lion dance is origin in China, so is there a difference between lion dancing in Malaysia and lion dancing in China due to adapting it into a multicultural in Malaysia?
Well, lion dance, as you know, it was brought into Malaysia. I think even way back during when the immigration of those old southern Chinese people leaving China and head for the Southeast Asia. I can say that the difference, there's a huge difference at the beginning in 80s and 90s. If you know about Chinese history, China had the cultural revolutions before, where all the arts of martial arts of lion dance are being stopped. So all these great sifu left the China and went to Southeast Asia, like Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Singapore. They had settled there and developed the lion dance. So you can see actually the difference. Old days, maybe the knowledge is not as much as we have here, or even in Europe, where we treasure more compared to them. And
Should lion dance follow the trend of being more modernized and following its as in following the time and era that we live in now? What are some of the elements that cannot be changed?
uh, basically, I can say that lion dance since old days until 1980s, there already has a lot of changes. There's a lot of things changed from 1980s till now. Let me explain. Basically, the changes is for the good of lion dance, for the sport, or even for the better, to develop. Like for instance, in 1980s, we have as I said, the lion dance tail dancer. You have 12 feet long tail. Then you have the fur. The fur that they use are different, feel scary, and then the colors of the lion is different. The lions that old days only limited maybe to 3 or 4 colors, and the changes as the demand of the corporate world. We can say that from a long tail, they switch to a short tail, 12 foot long to 6 foot, because due to competition wise, the colors change because the demand of the companies. Where they want, like the corporate color is red, they want red lion. The corporate color is blue, they want blue lion. With old days, when you have blue lion, people will say like, is it for a funeral? Right? So it's a evolution that changes, and even the like the lion head, the fur, the lamb skin on the thing is different, and now you can see maybe LED lions, dancing lions without drumming. All these are evolutions that based on the technology and changes in the world.